Talented assistant Jamie here. We're going to try to teach y'all how to stay alive in the event of an active threat. You're saying to yourself, why is it not an active shooter? Is he an active shooter? Am I a threat to you?
Use the microphone, please.
All right, is that better?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
We've got some legal stuff to read. By law, we can't make money off this, okay? He's gonna tell you why. So y'all keep your dollar bills out in the G-string, all right? I can't make a dime off of this, okay?
We had to waive the cover charge.
Yeah, we had to wait the coverage over
Anyway, this, what I'm fixing to read to you means absolutely nothing to you nor I. But it's legal, we have to tell you, just because it's a Department of Justice thing. But this course was created utilizing the civilian response to active shooter events. Train the Trainer, January 2016. Developed by the Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training Center, which is called ALERT for short, Texas State University, supported by the Bureau of Justice Assistance, a component of the United States Department of Justice and the Criminal Justice Division of Texas Governor's Office. Basically what that means, like he said, we can't make money off of it, and but we can teach it to you. So,
which is what we're doing.
all right, we're going to start. Like you said, this is an active threat instead of an active shooter. Guns are not the only thing that can hurt you. People come in with other weapons that can create a bad event. And we're going to try our best to help you get some information about what you need to do when this happens. We understand that not all of you can run marathons. We can't either. But we've got to find something to do when it happens. Okay? So, question for you. What is the average response time for a SWAT team in this city or in this county? 5 minutes. Anybody else?
15.
45 minutes to an hour. Let me tell you why. Madison Police Department, everybody is on the street or in CID division or riding a motorcycle or doing whatever they do as daily duties. SWAT teams are not full-time here. They are part-time. When there's an activation, those guys are called. They have to come from either their homes or they either have to come from on shift, go meet somewhere, get dressed, get the truck, get their equipment from the truck, and then come out here. Okay? So what you're going to see first, you're going to see the regular patrol officer get here first.
So that's 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, that is 5 minutes.
All right, the reason he's telling you this is we've got about 5 minutes to survive, okay? If we can hang on till patrol gets here, Governor Bryant, a few years back, signed into law a bill that said any sworn officer that is aware of an active threat, it don't matter where it is, if you hear it on the radio or your partner calls you and tells you something's happening, they have to roll. That means we're going to get DEA, we're going to get the Highway Patrol, we're going to get the game wardens, we're going to get Ridgeland, we're going to get Madison, we're going to get the county. But it's going to take them a minute or so to get here, okay? Hey, cat lady. So we have to figure out what are we going to do in that intervening 5 minutes to stay alive. Now, I got to tell you, we're a low-risk environment around here. We really are. But it never hurts to have this information in your head. What the game changer was, 1999, Littleton, Colorado. Do y'all remember that? It was horrible. Protocol for public safety people at the time were you wait until 3 or more get there before you go into the structure and address the threat, right? Makes sense? No, it doesn't. Because while you're waiting on those other 2 guys, kids are getting killed in that school. So the world changed that day. They said the first guy on the scene goes in. That's okay. That's our job at this point. We're going to come running like a bunch of drunk spider monkeys, I'll tell you that. You know, we live for this. Now, what are we going to do about it? There are 3 things y'all need to keep in your head, not only here, but everywhere else. You run, you hide, and you fight. Now, like you said, ain't none of us gonna run a marathon.
No.
But when that adrenaline kicks in, you'll be amazed at what you can do. I'll start with me, come on. All right. All right, so here's how you behave in a disaster. Your first response, and this is all humans, is you're in denial. You hear those gunshots. You hear somebody screaming. Your brain's saying, ain't gonna happen here. That is not a gunshot. That is not an active shooter. It ain't gonna happen here. So what's the next stage? Once you realize, yeah, they're shooting at Charlene. Good thing is she's shooting back, right? But you're gonna deliberate. You're thinking about it. Well, dang, what should I do? Well, your deliberation's killing you right there. You should go to step number 3, which is decisive action. You either run, you either hide, or you're gonna fight. The Miracle on the Hudson, does that ring a bell to anybody? Captain took off from Teterboro, hit 2 goose, good for the goose. Or is it geese? Anyhow, he lost both engines, he's in the air, he's basically flying a brick. He didn't bother with denying or thinking about it. He said, oh hell, I gotta land this airplane. He turned around, couldn't make it to an airport, set it down in the Hudson, everybody survived. Because he jumped at that 3rd step. That's the kind of mindset I need to get y'all into. I always tell the story. Now, I was police forever, so I'm wired a little different. But in young in my, I've been married 45 years, but early in my marriage, we'd be at Walmart. You know how you women are. I see you checking her out. No, I'm not. I'm looking around. I'm looking at his hands. I'm looking at that hoopty over there. You know, I'm looking for things that don't belong and people that are moving too close to old Ken. Because I'm going to tell you, my personal space is about 27 feet. If you get in my zone, I'm going to call you a threat. And I have called people that at Walmart, and they back off. If you see somebody coming to you, moving around, things you don't like, go the other way, run. Feel uncomfortable, go back into Walmart. So, hey, Jamie Brooks is out there and he looks crazy as hell. Well, yeah, that's not fair. He always looks that way. But that's what you got. And I'm sorry to have to even be teaching this class, but it's the world we live in today. I've taught this class at 3 or 4 churches. Didn't make any money there either. But it's things you guys need to know. All right, so blah 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 blah. Luke Woodham. That name ring a bell.
First one here.
Luke killed all them people. He killed his dog. Killed his mom, went up into Pearl High School, killed what he thought was his girlfriend. Y'all know what stopped Luke? Shop teacher went out to his truck, pulled out a 45, went back and said, Luke, you to stop or I'm gonna kill you. Luke thought better of it and said, you know what, I think I'm gonna stop. Now, as a result of all that, we got a pile of bodies, but Luke is incarcerated by the state of Mississippi for the rest of his life. To that I say hallelujah, all right? And I hope he goes downstairs when he passes away, if you know what I mean. All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more. What was that? Chester, Pennsylvania. Nope, I ain't gonna tell y'all about that. I'm gonna tell you about Rhode Island. Ever been there? Get her about. All right. Station Nightclub, Rhode Island, had a mediocre rock band playing one night. Something in the neighborhood of 3,000 attendees showed up. Picture this as being the nightclub, okay? Band's up here. They're pulling everybody in through this door, taking their money, moving them in like cattle, right? A fire broke out because of the pyrotechnics on stage. What was it, 52 people died in that fire because everybody stacked up at that door trying to get out. Because that's the way they came in, it's the way they got to go out, right? Wrong. There were 3 more exits in that nightclub that nobody used. That could have been avoided. So here's what I'm telling you. You walk into a room like this one. How many exits we got in here? We got a bunch, because I can put chairs through them windows. We can get out of here. You practice that in life, okay? And like I said, y'all ain't the police, but that's what I do. I go in and say, all right, What am I gonna do? How can I get out of here? That's the way you guys need to think. Now, I'm gonna let Jamie tell you more about run, hide, and fight, okay?
So we all know that we're not gonna be able to run that fast and that far, right? When you come in this building, have y'all ever really, even walking down through the independent apartment section, do y'all realize how many doors that you have around you? How many rooms are there on all 3 floors, stairwells included? That's where you need to be finding. You find yourself a room, you get in it, you shut and lock the door, and you cut the light out. You don't necessarily have to run. Hiding sometimes is the best way. Shooters normally will go pull on door handles. If they're locked, they don't have time. They're trying to cause mass casualty. So they're not trying to unlock doors. They're trying to find which ones are unlocked so they can just walk straight in. If not, they're gonna walk on, okay? They're gonna keep going. Find your room, lock yourself in it. Also look on the walls. Look around this. See that fire extinguisher right there? Do you think even at your age you could take that fire extinguisher and do something to somebody's head with it? I think you could. I think if your adrenaline gets high enough and you get scared enough, you could pick up this room and smash somebody's head with it. I know I could. Now you're gonna dump after, but that's beside the point. But you pick up something, you fight, you do whatever you have to do to stay alive until they drive up, which is not gonna be long, I can tell you that. This is a very safe city, it's a small city. Okay, it doesn't take 5 minutes to get anywhere from east side to the west side. So, in saying that, running is one thing, hiding is another. Fighting all the way. We're gonna fight all the way down. But look at these things. It's just like Ken said when you go into Walmart. I'm watching I can't help it. I watch everything and everybody. That is where y'all need to be also, because not only does it pertain to this place, it pertains to other businesses that you go to. Pay attention to what people are doing around you, okay? The more y'all get to learning how to look at stuff like that, the more you can use this place to save yourself, okay? So, let me pass it back. Wait a minute.
When he says fight, we're not talking about TV fighting. Okay, we're not talking about Joe Mannix. We're talking about you're trying to incapacitate an individual to make him stop what he's doing. In the police world, they tell us you're not shooting somebody to kill them. You're shooting them to make them stop what they're doing. Death is a byproduct. Does that make sense? You fight like, and this is my favorite, you fight like you're the third monkey trying to get on Noah's Ark and it's starting to rain. Okay? Because you're literally fighting for your life. Now, is everybody cheered up now? 1954, does that year ring a bell? That was the year the first stop sign was standardized. So that has nothing to do with this, but I want y'all to know I knew that, okay? Now, what's going to happen after the event? Let's say Renisha lost it down there because she had a toe ache today and she didn't feel good. So she's going to take it out on us, right? We get her neutralized, the police are on the way. They're not going to walk in and say, how you doing? Are you having a good day? No. They're going to come in wide open, wild-eyed, and they don't know who's a threat and who is not a threat. Personally, I got my eye on Mr. Kilgore over here, but that's just me, all right? Can anybody tell me what the standard profile of an active shooter is? Anybody? Come on, y'all watch it. Is it? No. It is. This room is full of them. There is no profile. It's been, statistics show black, white, green, male, female, transgender. Not that I'm judging, all right? It could be anybody at any time, and anything can push them over the edge. We don't know what their motives is. Lisa once told me, you can't get inside of the mind of a crazy person. She's right. You don't know what's in their head. They may have come, they looked up Hanson in the phone book and tracked them down, and they're coming after them. You know, it could be something that simple. Anybody seen The Jerk? That's how Nathan got in trouble. All right. All right, police are going to come in wide-eyed, and they're not going to be polite. because this is not a polite thing. Make sense? Their jobs are in disorder. They're gonna stop the killing. All right, we got Renisha neutralized. Her total feeling better, but she's down. They're gonna stop the dying. They're gonna attend only after the threat's neutralized, are they gonna attend to whoever's injured. They won't even allow Packard or the fire department on a scene until they secure it. Then they're gonna evacuate the area, and then they're gonna investigate. Now, when they come in, follow their commands. I don't care if they tell you to stand on one leg and bark like a dog. All right, that's what we're gonna do, because guess what? Any deviation from what they told you to do, you're going on the ground, and it hurts. Make sure your hands are in plain sight. Why? You don't know what's in their hands, right? I'm gonna say this again, listen to their commands. Now, it's gonna be 17 people screaming at you. You do what they say, you lay there or sit there until they tell you to do something else. Don't get up and go get a cup of coffee. Don't go to the bathroom. You sit right there until you're investigating. By the way, if y'all got any questions, just hop right in here. If you are aware of another threat, tell them. Say, hey, I heard something funny down there. They'll go check it out. Now, here's the third part and the last part of this production. Trauma. Mental trauma. Jamie and I have both been through situations where we had to get some help. I'm not ashamed of it, all right? I've been involved in 4 suicides and 2 police shootings. You're fine. While you're standing out there, that adrenaline's pumping, man, I'm wide open. I can say the word right now, you hear me? And when an old kid gets by himself in the corner over there, start thinking, the old mind starts working. It's gonna happen. We have what we call an EAP program out here that will bring help in. They'll bring in counselors. Cost is no issue. We want your mental health. You're gonna have nightmares. There was an incident that happened in 1994 to me that bubbles up in my head every now and then. And sometimes I make it go away and sometimes I can't. That's why so many police are divorced, alcoholic. It's not a pretty thing. So if you're ever involved, I don't care if it's here or not, get help. You telling me ain't nobody got any questions? What color was the stop sign? See, you weren't know when it was yellow. See, the first one was yellow. All right, Jamie.
Do y'all have any questions about anything that we've gone?
I want to know what stop signs were like for 1954.
They were round and yellow, and they had little reflectors on them. You can still see it.
I gotta say, that was way before my time.
You can still see it in some small towns where they were yellow round things.
I mean, I lived for 11 years with them.
Well, there you go. There.
We had those red ones in Texas.
The things you learn in this room, Maya, I'm just saying. We are so full of worthless information. Come on now, they all ask questions.
Go ahead.
Are you the active shooter?
You can't answer that.
Yeah, I plead the fifth on that one.
Notice I did not tell you to get on the floor today, okay? Do I get points for that? Okay.
Ms. Brooks?
What do you do if you wake up at 7 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and you're fired and you hear screaming, real loud, hear screaming? What am I supposed to do?
Pick up that phone and call us.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's what I heard.
What
What was your doors locked?
You don't have to worry about that either.
James, repeat what she said.
She asked, if she wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning and she hears a female screaming, what does she do?
Call up. Call up.
Absolutely.
Call up.
We've got,
Got the refrigerator magnet numbers on them,
we've got 2 phones up there. We should be able to answer one of them.
and we don't care if the door's locked.
Do not.
You'll go in at night, but they
I may go to yours too, because you're.
See?
You know?
At that point in time, you make yourself a suspect, so.
You may get a new door, and I know that, right?
But that's good to know.
It is. Don't
Because those things happen.
nobody do that.
Those things happen.
Yes, sir.
Is there a time when a resident should call 911 rather than the security telephone number? Is there a time when that should happen?
Anytime you feel uncomfortable. Does that make sense? If you see something that doesn't, he asks what is an appropriate time to call 911. The longer you wait, the more time stuff can happen. They don't mind if it's a bogus call, you know, we get them all the time. Don't hesitate to call us or call 911. We're looking for something to get into most of the time.
And most of the time, if you call 911, they're
They're
going to
gonna
turn
call
around
us
and
too.
call us.
Miss Kathy,
That was sort of like my question is, there's also, push your button.
yeah, y'all got panic buttons, pull cords? Remember those drum monkeys I told you about? That's how it comes, all right?
Exactly.
I'm assuming there is no alarm, loud alarm for if an active shooter has been.
No, sir. There's many levels of thought on that, like securing the doors. Problem is, if we lock down all the doors, we could be locking a bad guy inside.
And I'm assuming an alarm would just make you more active.
Right. Yeah, you'll know it when you hear it.
Would you repeat that question, please?
But are there any alarms that would notify y'all? And the answer is not at this time. All right, Mr.
Several years ago, you said a place to gather, if we were shut out of the village,
Yes,
during an active shooter event, was the Liberty Bell. Well, there's no Liberty Bell now.
you're kidding. Well, okay, let's just say the park.
Yeah,
All right,
what I-
that's our staging area. That's where, we're not gonna let media in here. One thing, we don't like the media. Secondly, they ain't got no business up in here during an event. We're gonna seal this village up like a mayonnaise jar. If a family calls looking for you or whatever, I'm gonna direct them to Liberty Park down here. That's traditionally been our staging area for everything bad, and we've never used it yet, but, you know, it's still there. All right, what else, y'all? Well, will y'all give it up for my lovely and talented assistant, Jamie, here? Thank y'all for coming, and any questions, you know, call us, we're not hard to find. And remember, I'm the good kid, okay? All right.